right, here we go. Tier list of all the jobs I've worked. Be honest, this is only a fraction of them, but it's all the main ones, all the ones I've stayed at for a decent time, except for a few of them I will only stayed at for a few hours. But here we go. We got the tier list. Let's make it happen. We'll start with Meyer. For you that are not familiar with Meyer, it's a Midwest only place. It's uh it's a good grocery store. It kind of competes with Walmart. For me, I'm gonna put it at B tier, mainly because the pay was bad and the management. They were really mean to me, and I started when I was like a teenager, so kind of sucks. But the job itself wasn't bad. I was a cart pusher. All I did was push carts all day, so you can't really complain. After that, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. The job was S tier, best job I've ever had. Management was not bad at all. They were normal management. My coworkers were great. I loved each and every single one of them. My pay was not that bad either. Overall, it was a fun experience. The job was good. I worked in footwear, so I really, really, really loved it. Then I went to Walmart. Walmart, I hated, but not so much. I'll put in D, but I will put in C. It was night shift. I left on my first lunch break actually, so I didn't work there long at all. Mainly because I realized I did not want to do night shift at the time, so it's gonna get a C tier from me. For some reason, there's also two Walmarts on here, so we're gonna ignore that one. Then I went to Aldi. Aldi, I'm gonna put at B because I like the job, I like the work. The work was not bad at all. The worst part was the schedule. It was open, close, open, close. The issue with that is it wasn't a normal job. I got out at 9, but the open I had to wake up at 3. And for someone who really cares about their sleep and their health, waking up at 3 after getting out at 9 and still having to go home and eat and shower, whatever you're trying to get done for the day, it's not good at all. So I had to leave Aldi. Stayed there for a little bit. The job itself was good, so B tier. Then I went to Samsung. Samsung, I had a fun time. I love the job, but it's also going B tier because my management sucked. They lived in a whole different state. They only contacted you through email. No one trained me on the job. Like I went in on the first day because I worked at the Best Buy, and like I just sat there. And that's kind of what I did. I talked to people about Samsung products, but I didn't know what I was doing. What like the other stuff I was supposed to be doing. I would get emails of people yelling at me all the time. So that sucked. Then we're gonna go right over to AT&T. AT&T, I'm actually gonna give A tier. The job, it was good. I loved it. I worked with customers, I sold stuff, I made good connections all the time. But the two biggest problems with it was they lied about the pay. The pay wasn't too bad, but I was just mad about them lying. That's why I'm not giving it an S tier. And my managers were like micromanaging me often. It was just annoying. Gonna do Verizon. I actually forgot this. This was before these. This was after Walmart. Verizon, simple job. I was only there for a week because he wanted me to go 2 hours away to a different store to do more training, and I just couldn't do that at the time. So I'm just gonna give C tier. It was pretty similar to AT&T, the actual job and the premise of it. Then we're gonna go to Macy's. Actually, no, we're gonna go to Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness D tier. Hated it. So much work to get done. I know that's the point of a job, but if you know everything I had to do, also night shift. I hate night shift. I took it because I needed it. And my manager, he was a jerk. A lot of people were jerks there. The coworkers treat you differently because you're night shift, so they believe you don't have a life. So I hated Planet Fitness. Would not recommend it. D tier for Planet Fitness. Then we'll go to Macy's. I don't know why it's cut like that, but who cares? This is Macy's. Macy's getting an A tier. My coworkers, they were great. Some memorable people, some great connections and great friendships. Even with the management and the captains, they were all great. And the job itself was good. I sold jewelry, so I mean, pretty simple. Sold people wedding rings, wedding bands, made good connections. But the reason it's not getting S tier is because scheduling. I only got 10 hours. I wanted full time. They told me I get full time and they'd keep me at 10 hours. And some of the top managers, they just were not like helpful, like at all. So A tier it gets. Home Depot. I actually only worked here for 4 hours. This is like the shortest of all of these. I'm giving Home Depot B tier. They lied to me about the job position. So they told me I was going to be a garden selling associate because I do a lot of selling, and I was actually a garden recovery associate, which is a whole different job, and which changed the whole hours of the job too. The pay was really good though. So kudos to Home Depot for being up there in the pay. My most recent job, McDonald's, D tier, worst job of them all. The crew sucked. They were always rude. Like none of my coworkers were actually nice to me. Even the person who got me hired in here, she was very rude sometimes, and I understood her, but very rude. The pay sucked. It was worse than all these jobs. So I wouldn't recommend going there. I was extremely broke. The managers were extremely rude, and I quit within 2 weeks. And I will never go back. In fact, I hate McDonald's, and I probably won't even ever eat there again. But yeah, here's the shortened version of my jobs tier list. If you guys want to see a longer version or more me go more in depth about any of the jobs I've worked at, just comment below and I'll be happy to do it. See you guys later.